Scenery, bitch. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl MEDUSA. Okay, so today I've come to this wooded area because one, I've been living on my own in this apartment for like the better part of 2 years, and I'm lucky enough to live on like a reservation where there's like a lot of trees and a lot of like just random like foliage. I don't know, like there's a fucking creek in my front yard. There's a park literally 1 block away from me, and I rarely take advantage. Also, scenery, bitch. But yeah, I really want to do a video outside because it's nice as fuck outside, and I live in a nice area, and it's about to be July and ain't nobody coming outside in no 90-degree weather. So a couple months ago, my girl Aaliyah asked me to do a video about my tattoos and all the meanings, and I'm getting bit up out here. One thing I want to say before I even start this video is tattoos do not have to have meanings. Tattoos are art. Liking the way something looks is a reason. So if you guys haven't seen my last video about where I just show all my tattoos and piercings, I will link it down below. I have gotten a couple tattoos since then. I'm gonna insert a little video montage of me getting these tattoos.
Does that hurt or what?
Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit. Before video. Oh yeah.
Seriously? This is what you want?
That rose looks so good. Every day, next we get a little. Hope you enjoyed that. But let's get into these meanings because I got a lot of tattoos. So I'm just gonna start from top to bottom. I'll probably insert pictures because I'm comfortable right now. The first one is my face tattoo, which is an ankh. This one actually has a lot of meanings to me, but I guess I'll just give like the basic. In Kemet, or Egypt, this symbol is known as the symbol of eternal life. The loop at the top represents the womb of the woman. The 2 stems on the end are the fallopian tubes, or the children, and the stem is the male principle, birth canal. The symbol can also be seen as a symbol of divine female power or energy. Moving down to my throat tattoo, it is a death's head moth or a death's head hawk moth. There's different types of names for it. I call it a death moth because all that shit's too fucking long. No, it is not a Silence of the Lambs reference, although that is very ironic because, you know, the killer did put, you know, the moth in the throat and whatever. It's not that. Okay, I've actually never even seen that movie. I got it because I think it reflects my personality. They're like the butterfly's goth cousin. These moths, they find their way through following the moonlight. I don't really know like where I'm going or like what I'm doing, but there's this strong beam of light somewhere in the darkness that is my life that keeps me going. This is like one of my favorite tattoos. I get so many compliments on it. I love it so much. On my chest, I have an owl. Honestly, it doesn't mean anything. I just wanted it. I just really like owl. The moon kind of goes with it. I'm not done with this chest neck area yet. The moon kind of just also represents my nocturnal nature. I'm in on my stomach somewhere right here. Honestly, it's just an outline of a diamond. I'm probably gonna, like, whatever I get on my stomach is gonna cover it. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so moving on to this arm. My mom really loves plants and flowers and shit. Like, growing up, like, we've always had plants around the house. Like, there is like at least like 3 to 4 plants in each room, plus a ficus, plus flowers outside. Like, my mom loves plants. When she bought our house, it actually had a rose bush in the driveway. Like, literally a month after we moved in, like, the roses started blooming, and we were like, oh shit, like, this is dope. And we all thoroughly enjoyed the rose bush every year, and it was great. I loved it. It was beautiful. So basically, the big red rose is my mom, and the 2 little ones are my 2 sisters. The bats, I just got the bats just because I like bats. Just, I don't know, just filler, I guess. Right below that, I have this black band. It goes all the way around my arm. Persia White from Girlfriends was actually part of the inspiration for that one. Because I really love her tattoos. Like, I think they're gorgeous. The meaning behind this tattoo is, it's kind of a symbol of anti-war. In the 70s, when the Vietnam War was happening, teens would wear these black bands with little white peace signs on them to protest the war. Seeing as how I am anti-war, I just thought it was a really good idea, and I liked it, and I wanted one. Below that, I have this like spiky band, like Pocahontas-esque. It's not a Pocahontas band, it's just, not gonna lie, when I first got it, I fucking loved it, but now I think I'm gonna get it redone in black and like all the way around my arm. I think I'll like it more once it's all black. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything, I just wanted it, I just thought it looked cool. Okay, the sun is not gonna let me live today, so I guess the sun is just gonna be part of the videos. Right here. I got that one around like the time that my cat died, and I guess I was just all, you know, time waits for no one. So I just got a fucking hourglass. I honestly don't like it that much. I'm gonna get it covered. This mandala on my ditch. I got this one because I'm really into like sacred geometry, and the connection between art and spirituality just really interests me. In Buddhism and Hinduism, it is the symbol of the universe. If you see it in a dream, it kind of represents your search for completeness and self-unity. And, you know, I guess at the time, I wasn't ready to get the whole thing. But I'm definitely gonna get another one because I really, really like these and what they mean. I have this flower on my elbow, which now has a giant mosquito bite on it. Doesn't mean anything, I just thought it was adorable. Moving down to this bat tattoo. It's not a Batman tattoo. It does kind of represent my love for Batman, but I didn't want to get like a Batman logo tattooed on me. Like, I didn't want to brand myself like that. This was actually my first ever tattoo. I went alone when I was like 18. I'd been asking my mom for a tattoo since I was like 12. And she would always say no, obviously, because I was like 12. Eventually she broke down and let me get a couple piercings, but she would always say, when you're 18, you can get whatever you want. Thanks for the advice, Mom. Basically, just got this tattoo because I love bats. Around my little bat, I have 2 names, Muffy and Angel. Those are my dead pets. Angel was my golden retriever. We got her when I was 8. She died of old age and she was like 14. She was the best. She was the best dog ever. The happiest, like, nicest, sweetest thing you'd ever see in your life. Like, and she was a golden retriever, but she was technically a redhead. And she was just, she was an angel. Muffy was my cat. Unfortunately, she died a little more tragically at the hands of another animal. But she also had a long, happy life. I think she was like 13. They died 1 year apart from each other. A little less than a year apart from each other. So I kind of got those tattoos to cope. But below that, I have a Wednesday Addams tattoo. The Addams Family has always been one of my favorite movies / shows when I was growing up. Could be the sarcasm, the dark nature. I've always identified with Wednesday Addams. I've always felt like this, whatever this means. I just love the way she never took shit from anyone, and she literally did whatever she wanted. Like, she didn't care if other people thought it was weird or not. She did everything I wanted to do when I was a kid, but I knew I couldn't do because I would get in trouble for it or someone would literally get killed. I can't lie, I still kind of want to do some of those things to this day. You know, everything she did, she was fearless about it, and she still like got praise from her family. Like, the more terrible the thing was, the more praise she got. Is that dysfunctional? Maybe, but is that unconditional love? Yes. On my wrist, I have a backwards E. It's the Eminem logo or whatever. I know I just said I didn't want to like put a logo on myself, but it was either that or get his face tattooed, and I wasn't about to do that. So yeah, I got that tattoo. Oh, the sun went away. Cool. Eminem's music has helped me through a lot of dark times in my life. His music kind of let me know that I wasn't alone in all the shit that I was feeling, and all the anger and angst and hurt and pain and just angry and suicidal. It was like he was releasing the anger for me, so that I wouldn't go out and do some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, music is one of the most powerful things on this planet. It's something you can't even touch, but you can feel, and it has the power to heal you. Thank you, Rap God. Sharks are my favorite animal. You know, they definitely have a tough exterior, they look scary, and a lot of people just assume the worst about them. The way they approach things may not always be the best, but their intentions are pure. Sometimes when sharks are looking for food, they taste test. They just put them in their mouth and bite and see if it's food. And that is like the cause for a lot of like shark attacks and stuff. Like, sharks aren't actually trying to eat people, they're just trying to eat. And that's how they, you know, determine whether something is edible or not, is put it in your mouth. Honestly, just misunderstood. I feel like if people just took the time to learn about them and get to know like how they are and why they do the things that they do, that their opinion of sharks would do a 180. And honestly, that's how I feel a lot of the time. Of course, I had to give him some tattoos, you know, because I am he and he is me. I was gonna get a different one that I drew on this arm. I realized like how skinny I am and like it would not fit on my arm, so I ended up drawing this one. I'm gonna probably just get another one, you know. These waves, obviously, they just go with the shark. Gotta stay hydrated. This rose on my hand honestly doesn't mean anything. I kind of just thought it went with the theme of my arm, because there is no theme. This arm is just like a medley of shit that I like, and there are like roses kind of throughout, and I just felt like rose on top, rose on bottom, like kind of just balance it out. Plus I just wanted it. I guess I'll talk about the paintbrush and my knuckles at the same time. My knuckles say creative, and the sun is moving again. Can I just stay in one spot until I'm done with the video? It's a little better. Sorry I have to keep moving the camera. Just the sun is like not letting me be great. So, okay, so I got these tattoos because if you guys didn't know this about me, oh my God. So, if you didn't know this about me, you're about to find out. I am an artist. I came out the womb with a pencil in my hand, ready to draw on something. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've always been a creative person. I've been drawing and painting since I literally could hold a pencil. That's just kind of something that's always been with me. I've always been artistic. I've always been creative. I've always loved making stuff, drawing on stuff, painting on stuff. I used to make my own clothes in high school. I love makeup. I love nails. I love tattoos, obviously. I don't know if I'll ever go back to tattooing, but I do love it, and it was something that made me very happy. It's this saying that's like, I'll probably say it wrong, but it's like, idle hands are the devil's playground or something like that. I don't know. So I basically just got the creative tattoo. First of all, I've always wanted my knuckles tattooed. That was like one of the first things I wanted done, but you know, I was trying to keep it, you know, job friendly or whatever, and then I got my face tattooed. I think I have like a weird fetish with like hyper visible tattoos. Like, I love hand tattoos, I love finger tattoos, I love face tattoos, neck tattoos, fucking ear tattoos. I don't know, like, I just love tattoos that are just in your fucking face. Like, you can't look at me without seeing this shit. That's what I love to do the most. Like, I just love to create. I love art. I love to draw. I love to paint. I love like the feeling that I feel when I'm drawing something and it's coming out well and it's coming out the way that I pictured it in my head. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm floating. It's like an out-of-body experience. You know, I feel like if no other word represents me, that's the word that represents me. This is my latest tattoo. It's an anatomical heart. It's actually in a woodcut painting style. If you don't know what woodcut paintings are, you basically take a piece of wood, you cut something out of it, and then you dip it in ink and stamp it, and boom, that's your painting. Basically, this tattoo represents the person that I want to be. I want to be someone that wears a heart on their sleeve. I feel like I've been emotionally detached from myself for too long. I want to be an open book. I want to be able to be vulnerable. You know, I want to be able to talk about my life and my feelings and my thoughts and my past and my traumas. You know, the things that I be thinking are too much information, I'd be like, damn, I should probably edit that out. Those are the things that people need to hear the most. I think true strength is showing your heart to everyone. And I really admire people that are open books. I guess I'll throw in this little side piece as an honorable mention. It used to say Trippy Light. I tattooed it on myself when I worked in the shop. It has a little weed leaf by it, had Rasta colors, but it clearly has faded. I have this giant spider tattoo. This is the second tattoo that I ever did on myself. I really wanted a thigh tattoo that was like a statement piece, like just a fucking dope ass, like, damn, your thigh's popping. So yeah, I know it's gonna sound kind of weird, but I used to be terribly afraid of spiders. Anything that had 8 legs or more, I was fucking terrified of. And as I got older, I kind of just learned that it's okay to be afraid. You know what I'm saying? You can still face your fears and be afraid. It's okay to be afraid as long as your fear isn't stopping you from living your life. Honestly, say, I don't give a fuck about a spider now. Like, when I see a spider, I just let it do what it does. I think a lot of fear and anxiety comes from the unknown. I think that learning about spiders has helped me understand them. I'm kind of fascinated by them now, how creative they are, and they literally can build their home literally anywhere. And their home also catches their food. Like, that's dope as fuck. And as someone whose dreams in life are to be a traveling, starving artist, you gotta respect it, man. Wolf head on my calf. This is the first tattoo I ever did on myself when I was an apprentice. 9 times out of 10, when you're apprenticing, the first actual person that you tattoo is yourself. I think I was like the 3rd or 4th person that I tattooed. That was the thing that I chose because of my love of animals. I want animal tattoos all over me. Like, this entire leg is just gonna be animals. You can definitely see like the improvement that I made from this first tattoo to my second tattoo that I did on myself. I definitely learned I learned how to tattoo. Not a lot of people can say that they tattooed themselves. So it's a nice memory of a goal that I set for myself that I actually accomplished. I think those are all my tattoos and all the meanings. If you guys have any tattoos, I would love to know what your most meaningful tattoo is and or what your least meaningful tattoo is. And if you don't have any tattoos, would you ever get a tattoo and why? If you guys like this video, make sure you leave me a like. Also, don't forget to leave any comments, questions, or requests down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want. And as always, stay black.